Alright, what's good, yo? I was working on the plugin yesterday, and I was starting to get the objects to work. Like, or I don't know if this was no, this had to have been when I was working in the shop, but yeah, I got this object to work. But I started thinking, and I was like, actually, let me boot up so I can show you what I'm talking about. All right, so say I'm in here, right, and I add get stats, blah blah blah, whatever. Projects, bam. Oops. What just happened? Oh, projects, right? And I do this. Both of them are on top of each other because I haven't fixed that yet. But, um, and my original idea was just to have the insertions take the exact same settings from here, but I don't think that's the wave. Reason being is that I I I, I do think the font will will want to be the same or whatever, but what if same with anti-aliasing, outline drop shadow, but what if I want to change the color like by default it'll be green and red, right? But what if that wants to be changed or something? I feel like I should give the opportunity for this to be um two separate settings. And it's really not that large of a setting box in the first place anyway. Like this really isn't much. Like if I look into the cab it'll be crazy. Like yeah, this is already yeah, okay. So I feel like that's the better way to go about it. Make both of these settings separate. I'll still have to split them out, but I might want to change how this is done then, because I'm pretty sure there was a box that can enable and disable this whole category, and that might make it easier to enable and disable the insertions or deletions as a whole. So that's what I'm gonna do. But I need to reflect that in here first. So we do still need to split it up into two separate sources. Split up handling. Yep. In update, we need to somehow change the settings of one source and pass it on to the second as well. But this is going to be changed. Oops. Right? So this is now going to be changing to both having their own unique settings, right? Pop-ups. This is a separate thing. I'm going to space that out, right? So, um, all right. So we might have to change a lot of this then. Let's go up, and then for creation, that should be the same. Make sure those aren't. I might be able to change this back to settings, right? Because if I go over here to updates and I delete all of this because it's all for the deletion source. Same for this as well. It should just work, I believe. Or maybe that was the whole reason why. So like if I do stats, shoot. Yeah, so it was just a problem with it in general. Yeah. Okay. Oops. So we will have to do that as, oh, where is it? Create. 29 down. I wonder if that will affect how it gets loaded, though. What if we still do settings, but we don't add this as an active child? Is that what's causing it? Run. Or something else I'm over. Yeah. Okay. So it's the actual, I think it's the settings being referenced by multiple things. Because what is that parameter? We can put this in there. And resize this. Oops. So I want to come over here. Oh, dang. OBS source create. What are the parameters for that? So it's the ID, the name, the settings. So settings, the settings for the source. Well, thank you. That's not very helpful. Okay, so we'll just have to figure it out. Okay. Where's my phone? Okay. So we go here and then we go to plugins, then here, and then I want to see what the create. Okay. Oops. Okay, here it is. So for your settings, the settings are unused. How's it giving me issues then? Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's null. So I can, without a problem, I can set this to be null too. Or no, wait, because then I have to use the unused parameter function. Okay, that's good to know then. Because, yeah, settings is not used. Okay, so I do not have to worry about passing this in null into settings. So we can keep going. These will need to be changed. With the way I'm deciding, or I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it, I'm just going to put spaces for the deletion source to move it over, which means that the width of this will just be the deletion source, but I'll leave that for now. Get defaults, that's fine. This color object will change. segment string, whatever. Update. Actually, so if we're doing two separate things, wait, let me make sure I uncommented. Okay, yeah, I did. So for properties, we now need to do it for another group, but add a group. Let me see if I can. Oop, what did I just do? This isn't supposed to be in here. Oops. There we go. Add group. Were there different types of groups? Add a group 2. Add a group description. Ah, shoot. What was it? No, it wasn't. It was a group. Properties. Okay, let's just go to the properties section. Properties, general functions. Create parameter, destroy, get flags, blah, 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 blah. So slider, path, add to list. I think we're good on that. That's going to be important later. Getting that. Because I'm pretty sure it's a color alpha. OBS properties, add button. Checkable. There it is. OBS group checkable. Oh, if I can spell checkable. Quit, yes. Run. Alright, so for, oops. Get stats. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Whoopsies. Wrong group. I was paying attention. You can go back to normal. I'm so sorry I bothered you. It's this one. OBS group. I undid it. This should be normal. Alright. So now I can, yes. Alright. Now we have this. Okay, so let me put something in here. Projects. Shoot, I hate when it does that. Okay. And then let's say we change this to like red or something. And then we uncheck this. Huh. So I think I might have to handle that by my own. Because if it's unchecked, you know what? You know what? I don't feel like that's very productive because I can literally just put a bool at the top where it's like no, I feel like this is more intuitive. So I will have to change that. Let me figure out how to get if it's checked or not. Because this is a checkable. Add group. No, this is just a property, it's not group. Let's see if we can find it. Add group, add item. If we need to see if that group is checked or not. Is group not helpful? Let's see. Because I know I do a check like that in tick. Be a source showing. Group showing. Mean. There's no way it would be tickable without a way for me to figure out if it's ticked or not. I refuse to believe. There's gotta be a way. The name of the property. I want to check that. Let's just throw in a tick. I don't really care. How do you get that property though? Let me just check that it worked in properties first. I could do that too. Whatever. So I just need to check it after this. Right? Or is it in updates? sense because we don't interact with that. I guess the easy way. It's just to do it like this, and then we can pass in text on props, right? No, because I think this is only called when it's created. Group from source. We changed the property. Finds a group within the scene by its name. I don't want a scene. I want the. Yeah, I'm not thinking about this right. I really just need to find the function. Content. No, I don't want that either. Get group name, get group scene. Get group item. I'm missing something. It didn't link me to the thing. With a checkbox, name, and content. Properties. I wonder if I can request the text settings. And then it will give me bool OBS data get array. Let's select bool. Yeah, what is auto select? Okay. Okay, so for bool, the data and then the name. I want to try that. So for text settings, I do updates. If you want to print that, and then OBS data get bool from info get source, and I want text settings is what it was called, I think. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if this will work. Source, I need OBS a data pointer? OBS data get bool. My dumbass is in create. There we are. Okay. And then this will be settings. Now we try it. Okay, first of all, let's slow this down a little bit. So it's off. Now is it on? No. Bro, what the? How do you get status of the check? Just don't make no sense. Get array. Defaults. Is there a plugin that I can reference from? Because I there's got to be one. There's no way there's not. Okay, that doesn't have one. This definitely doesn't have one. This doesn't have one. This doesn't have one. Have these. What? Oh, I see. Actually, wait. Can I just do that? That's not it either. Okay, I guess I'll just have to find it myself. Scene sources, outputs, data settings, properties. Allow the ability to change the properties depending on. It's not. Button clicked. Set description. Wait, what? Properties text set info type. To show a basic message, to show a warning. Oh, I'm saving that. I think that could be useful. If I can copy it. Why can't I copy it? Okay, that was weird. Anyway, add string. These are lists. Maybe it's this. But how do you get the property specific to? I don't think I'll be settings. Um, Property enabled. Info get properties. Encoder, output, service, source. Type data. Data associated with the source, like, it's called on a source. On the source type, make sure to handle this gracefully. I want a specific one though. I guess I would have to use that. Only valid get properties. Um, so I would specifically need the text settings property. When we do a get object, does it return a property? No, it returns data. Hmm. But that does seem like what I need. Or one of them, whether it's enabled or visible. Question is, how do you get that at update time? Because I don't think the properties. Oh. Am I on the. Which tab am I on? I want this one. Let's go to the properties thing again. Make sure I'm not missing something. Apply settings. Add full, add int, add float, blah, blah, blah. Where's properties get? And you need. No, but you need the properties to get a specific property. Or is that what? That's not what settings is, right? No, this is data. Yeah, I think for all these you need property. Let me see what makes up that structure. I did it again. OBS data T. You have the items of the data. Yeah, this is definitely not properties. Wait, how am I going back and forth? Oh, it's pointed at both of these. Okay. So that does not hold the properties, which makes sense. We don't hold the properties in info, right? No. Okay. How are we gonna do this then? We could hold it, but I don't think that's a good idea. Let me ensure that this isn't called every time as well. Oops. So it's called every time we open it and close it, but that's it. It's not called when we actually update the UI, which is when we need it to happen. What we could do is call properties again and then grab grab the properties at this point. But the question is, will that break anything? I don't think so. But we could test that easily by an update calling it. Because we have everything we need in update to get that working. Let's just call it get stats properties, and then we pass in data, and then we want to hold static we want OBS properties underscore T. Okay, so that will give us that will give us a pointer, or should give us a pointer to looking for. Oh, whoops. My bad. Test. Okay, why? Unused variable. Well, yes, it's unused. Get stats. Oh, we need a prototype. Get stats proper. Wait, I could have just. Where is this defined? Oh, it's not gonna tell me? Bro, that's lame. Okay. Oops. We're up. Yoink. And that goes up here until I feel like fixing it. Alrighty. Initializer element is not a constant. What does that mean? Oh, I see. This needs to be on 2 lines, I think. Or let's just say equals null, because I think it's going to scream at me because all the warnings that are enabled. Boom. And then quit this. So every time we update something, it shouldn't break anything. Awesome. All right, so now we have a way of getting those properties. So now the question is, how do you get the specific property, which I think I was at over here. No, I was not. Get property or property. This isn't helping me. Okay, where are we at? Plugins, properties. I'm not in the right place. Modules? Core? I don't know. Oh, cool. That was exactly what I needed, I think. Oh no, this is encoders. Where is properties? Source? Wait a minute. Of a source or source type properties are. Oh shoot. Could I have just used that? OBS proper. OBS properties underscore T pointer to OBS. Or no. Test equals OBS get source properties. And then we just pass in where's the ID of this? Pointer to text source. No, we do not hold it. What would be the ID? This function to get the properties of a source or a source type. Properties are optionally used, desired, to automatically generate interface widgets. Okay, wait a minute. Am I doing this wrong? Because I never had to... Hold up. Let me check that. I might just be updating something wrong then. Because... Okay, so for update... No, because I need to disable the text itself. So I do need to know. UID, source name. Okay, you know what? You know what I could do? What is it called? Alright, so what I could do, because I'm clearly missing something, is go to GitHub and then search for group checkable and see if somebody else used it. And see, preferably. So for them it was OBS checkable. Custom duration. So it's custom duration calling or God, it ain't this large. For where's updates? Was custom duration. Settings S duration. If move filter custom duration. You get the bool from settings and... No way it's that easy. Wait, no, don't go back. I wanted to go back to where I was searching. the second parameter, okay, I'm trying this. Um, so it'll be an update. And then for updates, it'll be give bool from settings. Yeah, test text settings. That's exactly what I tried. No? Oh, it's text properties. Text properties. Oh my gosh. I was so close. Yo, shout out this guy. Who are they? Excelzero? Fucking goat. Don't even know what this plugin is, but just helped me tremendously. Man, that gets serious. Fuck. That is a lot of OBS stuff. Dang. 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 That's crazy. First in like the OBS goat apparently. What they got? What they got? What they got? WebSocket. Just copy. Dang, bro, that's a lot. That is, it just keeps going. Oh wait, this website. Oh. If I could spell. It was good. Yeah, that's cool. Shout out this person. I won't follow in case I need more help. All right, cool. So now that that's working, we can say so when we update, we set the strings. Okay, so what we want to do is come up here and then text source settings. Oh yes, this needs to be for the other one too. Set string info deletion source context settings and then text and then right and then for refolder. So this needs to be a general case. If all repos We really could just have a separate thing that just sets it. So that none of this functionality has to be changed. Just need to be checked for. So what we can do is come over here and then have bool added enabled, and then bool deletion enabled. Let me be consistent with this though. Insertion enabled, right? And then let's go to default properties first of all and make sure, or it's in create. So when we create, we want to say because all of these are 0, insertion enabled should be false, as well as deletion enabled, because at this point nothing is going. So then we can come back to update and then say if OBS data get bool settings for text properties is enabled or not enabled, oops, then we should set data insertion enabled to false, and then add an else in there for the opposite, which is just going to be this, but true. And then we come around and do the same for deletion. For the deletion properties, which I haven't created yet, but I need to, info data deletion enabled equals false. And then same thing for else. Except this will be true. Right? All right. So now we need to come over here and in properties, we need to create that actual group. So that's the repo dir. But for this one, let's create another, or actually all, I want these to be the exact same. Actually, this needs to be copied all the way down here, except here, let's make another divider and then paste that, except this will be text2 props, and then this will be deletion source. And then we want to replace all of this, down here too, with replace all of these text1 props with text2 props, right? And then this needs to be changed to deletion properties, and then we want this to be deletion settings, and then it is checkable. I think that's it though. And then that will add it to properties, or props rather. Okay, so now we have that, and we named it the same. So now it's time to come to tick, and then make sure tick is properly doing it as well. So we can update it just as normal, except when we come over here, this is only going to be run if this is only going to be run if info data insertion enabled is on. Else, let's make sure that we are getting at least an output. Make sure that we're resetting it properly. So output buffer will now be printed with can I delete to the next? Oh my gosh, that's so nice. Okay, so it'll be the string length of that. I don't think we need the +1, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, I'm being really lazy about doing it this way. Whatever. Okay. And then we set the string with that. Now we come over here. Oh, wait a minute. Where did this come from? Oh, I see. That's not for this. That's for resetting the output buffer. But why do we update twice? Oh, I see. We're updating the sources individually, and that should be up here. And this should also have one too. Right? So we print it, we set the string, and then we update the text source itself, and then we do the same thing for the else case. And then we come down here, we reset the output buffer, and then we need to check again, info data deletion enabled, and then we come down here, make sure we're going all the way down now. And so if it's enabled, then we do the same thing as normal, except if it's disabled, we come up here, and then go 8 down, paste, and then we will do an output buffer. Oops. Oh, I should have done the trick I just did last time. That +1 and then it will be that. Right? And then we set the string, we update the source, and then that's it. So let's delete this I don't know why this is still here. Oh, that was the old version. Okay. And then, um, yeah, we can make this one line because I did learn about this. Um, and then I think that's all good. But for default or okay, wait. Let me write that down. So, um, for default properties, figure out a way to make insertions green and deletions red. All right. At some point, I need to make a cap on new features because I can make this go on forever, and I don't have forever. But I think we're really getting to the point where it's gonna be good, cool. Oh, this was running the whole time. Cool. All right, so now we should have property font exist. Okay, I don't know what that means, but we only have one settings thing. And that, okay, so that works. We are missing. It said, what did it say? Property font exist. So maybe those need to be unique. Properties. But it's in a different group. I guess how you access it is the same. How can we make a copy of a property? Oh, wait. Add. But then it won't be linked to the actual source. Oh, that's not good. I might have to do that one manually, but not the first one. Um, mm-hmm, mm-mm-mm. What is a way we can do this? So if we do OBS properties, what tools do I have to my disposal? Editable list, font. What is a parameter? Set custom data associated with this property's object. Oh, that's not what I need. Apply settings in data. Get parent. I wonder if I can link them through a parent and child. It's clearly got to exist somewhere. Or I want. Oh, what if I could just change the name? Wait, but yeah, it's a. Oh, I don't know. It says font already exists and font was at the top. If I could just change the name and call it a day, that would be kind of helpful. But at the same time, that would probably break stuff inside, no? Get default string name. Okay, so let's look at Let's look at this. Because I wonder, um, what if we do like, what if we add a second one of these? This would throw the same error, right? Okay. So each um thing needs to be um unique. Set object name. Hmm. Oh, this doesn't change the object name? To get the properties of a source type, if they're optionally used to automatically generate. Mm. So if we don't have just taking from there as an option. Can we get each property one by one? Rename it. I doubt this exists, but oh no. Well, I need it for properties, not. Is a little bit of a problem. Okay, so what is the structure for um OVS or I just need a T. So if it's just an array of properties, then we can grab the properties one by one and just change the name. Okay. So when we have properties, we have, oh, give me just properties. So properties holds information for the properties itself, and then that's so we need to create, oh, they're down here. Properties first, get so get gives us exactly what we need. So we're going to use oh my gosh, that was not right. To do research. Oh my gosh, I can't spell. Okay, so we have OBS properties get, which will get a property by name from the text. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, I'm in the wrong one. Then we have get property data. The type data, editable. I feel like this is just easier to manage it myself at this point. Because we can just, properties are just the UI elements for this. And then we get all the information from there and pass that on to the update function, I think. But it would kind of be easier to just set it up to be linked to. Mm, yeah, that's the part that's fucking me right now. Or, hmm, add string. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this out. So everything else is working. Just don't have the properties right. You cannot have the same name property, regardless of what group you're in. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, I have no clue how I'm gonna get this to work right now. But I do need to eat breakfast and work on my schoolwork. So I think that's gonna be it for today. A nice little hour and 30 minutes. Not too crazy.